Cheers. Wait, I need to open this up.
Here's the thing. I kind of want to make one of those with like, because transparency works on it. So I want to make one with little holes for each of us in our own individual things.
Oh.
So that we can just be in the holes and it says
like
deep
a like Brady Bunch style
kind of, yeah.
Here's a story of a heifer's page.
Or then you just put something else in the space. I don't know. It could be. I think it could be fun. Yeah. Welcome to Deep Fried Neurons.
Woo!
Killing ourselves softly.
Or hard, or hardly,
or hard.
Today, maybe.
It is a low key day. We may. It's a chill day. We may end early. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, it's one of those days. Yes, it's.
Sorry.
Not even.
Hi.
Not
I'm on the
even.
stream. I'm in the chat.
Wait. I have the things. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. Oh, wait, I've even got... Okay, no, I'll save that one for later. I have too many good gifts queued up.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's our first week of our December projects.
December.
Which is actually 2 projects. One of them being attacked by 2 people, which is cool. Carlin looks surprised. That means that you and Todd are working on the same.
Oh, yes, we are. yes, we are. Focus, Mom. Bring it back.
Like I said, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
That's cool. We can have one of those days.
Is it Friday yet?
No.
But yes, it is. Friday.
No.
Yeah, where's the Rebecca Black gif you can add in?
Rebecca Black Friday trance music.
We could have like good. Oh wait, no. Todd's our music person. Our
You're
music
both
maker.
our music people.
I know, but he's making music more often than me.
Not for the last month.
Yeah.
Not for the last 10 years. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do something. We need a theme song before we need Rebecca Black.
Deep fried neurons, deep fried neurons, deep fried neurons, deep fried neurons, deep fried neurons.
Okay.
Focus, Mom.
What are you drinking?
Oh, that's right. I was like, what's our first thing? I don't know. Because I didn't look at the agenda. I am drinking German beer because, I've got Franziskaner Weissbier. It's a half.
Only if you have Vice.
Yeah.
What they drank in Miami Vice.
Could you do me a favor, Barb? Could you?
I will put that in the notes.
Yeah,
don't even try.
Great at taking notes today.
No. Yeah, it's good. I haven't had this in a while. And I like it.
Nice.
It was very nice.
Vice
Made
are pretty good.
From Munich since 1363.
Wow.
They've had some time to get this right. In accordance with the Bavarian purity law.
Yep.
Too bad they didn't start just 30 years earlier.
132nd Bavarian.
Because then they could have started it in 1337, and that would have been elite.
All right, Todd, what are you drinking?
Same thing I'm always drinking, Pinky. Golden Road Mango Cart.
AKA trying to take over the world ale.
Yeah, it's got the small holes, so I can't do as much damage here in the lab.
We need to get Todd the sippy cup.
Yeah, I need the sippy
We
cup.
do. Or you know what? I can be in the lab one of these. I can, particularly now that it's cold. It's not really fair for you to be like have to be all cold.
Look,
and alone
I'm all
in the dark.
bundled up. I got the heater on.
If you two wanted to be like
I
in
got
the
herbal
same
tea.
area,
No.
no. Okay. I was gonna say you have more rooms in your house.
It's like I know, but you know, we're together all the time. This way we can pretend.
Because you can't hear either. Yeah. You can pretend that you're not together while you're together on the same.
Yeah. No, it's like all we're just like, you know, we're working together remotely on our project. Anyway, I am drinking.
Oh yeah.
I'm pumped up on painkillers. I haven't been feeling well the past couple of days, so I'm pumped up on painkillers. So I am drinking orange flavored seltzer water with some pomegranate juice and a splash of sake, just because so it doesn't taste too fruity.
Sake splash.
This is splash.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Very nice.
It's working out. It's working out.
Yeah. Crashes in Culver City.
Mm-hmm.
Pickle fires and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On
But
Venice
we are all
Boulevard
from-
between Murder and Overland.
very true. It is a place that exists.
Hello. Pickle fire sand. Is that how you say that?
Interesting. Your son.
Pickle fire.
Yeah.
I love pickles. I love fire. It's just, I'm like in pickle fire.
Pickle fire.
Did you ever do the thing where you take
Mhm.
2 wires, put them into the side of the pickle, and then plug those wires into the wall?
You did that with me. You were amazed the fact that I was not allowed to do this because I was like overly supervised as a child.
You can also cook hot dogs that way, which is also what
Yeah.
I did a few times
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yeah. I had never done that before meeting Todd. This is how we ended up. A whole new world.
Probably not healthy because I think it probably electroplates off the zinc and the wires into the food or something.
Yeah. Even
I think they do the pickle thing at SparkleCon, don't they?
possibly.
I feel
Maybe,
like they have, but I've been for the
Yeah.
last 2 years and I've not ever seen it.
They
It
do
might happen after I leave. I don't know.
Yeah, they do some sort of high voltage stuff. They also do high voltage stuff at Super Conference, and I think they've electrified Pickles there because they kind of.
You know, we also we did a really fun where you put the voltage on wooden tiles and make burn marks.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of
those
fun.
are super cool.
Don't try this at home, kids.
I want to. I haven't tried it yet. I want
Have
to
to
try
be a
it.
trained professional.
Wow. How do you get trained though? You gotta do it.
Okay. Just don't
Pickle
just don't do your just don't use your left hand. It'll be fun.
Nice.
Um,
Anyway, should we do? I had requested that we do thanks for existing awards first.
yeah, I think that's great. Why don't you go last? Because then you can just roll right in.
That sounds good.
Todd, what's your thanks for existing?
So this is going to be a precursor to what you and me, Carl, are going to be talking about later.
Oh,
But-
yes, okay.
But I will show. See if I can do this. I will share my screen so I can show this one lecture, this online lecture thing. Whoa! So there's this thing called Rune.js, which is a JavaScript library for making SVGs. And here's just a real simple demonstration of like programmatically generating SVG with cursor-based color change. But part of that, this guy Rune Madsen, he has this whole design course about like design. So he talks about the history of it. He talks about the very basics of like form and color. which is really interesting. But it's all in the context of, oh, these are all editable, or the parts that are code are all editable things. So I can just go in and start playing with the code and using Rune, and so it teaches you design elements in a very tactile, immediate way, and I've off and on had design sort of training here and there, but never officially. And so this was nice in the context of us doing the plotting stuff to get back into designy thinking, which is really, really, really neat. So yeah, that's my things that I'm thankful for.
That's cool.
Yeah, printingcode.runemadsen.com.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really, and his Rune.js was specifically designed for punking out to like SVG files for things like laser cutters and plotters and stuff like that. So, that's a really good thing for existing Todd.
Yeah, because I was getting lost because oh, you can output SVGs or like say you want to make SVGs, and you want to write code to do that. How do you do that? It's like, well, I don't know. There's like tons of ways of doing it. Also, just how do you think about the process of making interesting generative sort of art pieces using SVGs? And so this gives me a scaffold to think about the problem.
Yeah, I've written code to generate SVGs, but I think I would tell anyone who wanted to actually do that to use Rune.js, because this guy has done a lot of thinking about that.
Yeah. And it's applicable to other systems if you don't want to use Rune. What's that, Jay? Jay said Jay should teach a class at Crashbase.
He did just say should. Jay just volunteered for that. Them's the rules.
Yeah, anyway.
Teaching a class at Crashbase.
Are you tweeting this? Tweet it. Put it on the Twitters.
Anyway, my favorite thing is painkillers. I am so grateful to painkillers.
Modern technology, man.
Modern technology is like, oh my God. You used to have to go like chew on a fucking tree. Like, are you kidding?
You can still do that if you.
We can still do that, and like we have some plants in the yard that maybe we know they've got like fractional distilling, they've got synthesis going on, and instead of still like having to be in bed multiple days, throwing up, blah 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 blah, I can just take some painkillers, and I'm like reasonable. So I'm really grateful for painkillers, and I'm
I'm grateful for them too, for in this particular moment, for Carlin's sake.
Yeah. So but that's all good, and
yeah, cool.
How about you, Barb?
My thanks for existing is related to my my project for December. So let me share this screen here. While working or doing a little bit of just curiosity research for my project, I discovered this thing. And this thing is that I think sometime in the last few months, Iceland, like all the fish folks of Iceland decided to do this mass marketing campaign, and it's called Fishmas.
Beautiful.
And their website is freaking on point, okay? Like it looks fucking good, okay? It all looks very nice, and they've got like all of their recipes, so you can make your fish stuff. I had sushi earlier this week. I can't cook for shit.
Those are great.
And I really want to show this, but I also really don't, because like you should watch this. There is a video. I'll just do like little things, and you can't hear it because I got headphones on and stuff. but there's Father Fishmas is this guy, and it all just looks like it's. Oh no! Wait! Here.
A long line of
Yep.
the Fishmas head.
So it's like yeah. It's and then the kicker of all of this is it's like Fishmas. This is not a specifically holiday holiday times solstice type thing. It happens at least twice a week. Fishmas. The Fishmas spirit. Like,
oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, like they've got like I'm like okay. They've got
So
Father
this is the Icelandic incredible edible egg kind of
yeah
campaign.
Father Fishmas's Icelandic fishing grounds.
Beautiful.
And he's got his little quality, pristine product. Yeah, it's I mean all of this. Like, look at the little tiny fish in the corners.
The saga.
I know. So this is my thanks for existing is just like the fact that this fucking thing exists.
It's
like
funny.
It's hilarious. Like not all, marketing campaigns are a cause for joy, but this is fucking just like
was it accidental Wes Anderson, but maybe like on purpose Wes Anderson kind of like
yeah.
Yeah.
But like after this ends, everybody go to fishmas.com.
Fishmas.com.
Yes, fishmas.com and watch the video. It will make your life better.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it now. We got the show on. But yeah. So anyway, that's my thanks for existing.
Excellent. And why do you bring this up, Barb?
So my thanks for existing is tied to the fact that for this month our theme is the holidays and like holiday decorations or some kind of celebration of the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to focus not on Iceland's Fishmas, but on the lesser known original Fishmas, which is the winter solstice holiday that marine animals celebrate. All of those undersea creatures, this is their holiday, is Fishmas, the real Fishmas, okay? Fishmas. Not what this Iceland, like Father Fishman person, not this bullshit. This is the real meaning of Fishmas. And so for Fishmas, I have a few things I'm working on. One of them is I'm composing carols. I'm putting new words to things, which I didn't say. So wait, let me find my, because I don't have my, where's my lyrics? Where's my lyrics? Oh, here we go. Okay. This might sound a little familiar to some of you, but it is not. Okay. I was hoping I would have time to make some background music for it, but I don't. Okay. On the 12th day of Fishmas, the current sent to me 12 tunas tuning, 11 lobsters pinching, 10 whales a-leaping, 9 clownfish laughing, 8 stunning starfish, 7 puffins puffing, 6 pink crustaceans, 5 cuttlefish, 4 briny shores, 3 cunning cods, 2 squishy jellies, and a cephalopod party. So that's the 12 days of Fishmas.
That's excellent.
Thank you. I have a document with just all of any water marine words that I could come up with and creatures and everything. So I'm hoping to get some other ones during this month. The other thing and that I'm doing here is I am working on, I'm jumping back into a project that I started. That I started like last year sometime. and that is my robot octopus companion, Nixie. And I, oh, come on now. Stop.
Take him off.
Yes, robots never do that. This is Nixie. I need to, she needs work. This eye is not currently, I need to redo it. But yeah.
I kind of feel like Nixie right now. Nixie and I, we're like super simpatico. I'm just like,
she's missing arms at the moment because I took them off. I'm replacing the arms.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are actually, and I can put this in the chat. I documented most of this process on my YouTube channel back when I, did YouTube all the time. And so you can see, here, let me just, hang on, share screen. There you go. Yeah. So there are 8 videos on getting to this point. So I've got making the arms because those move, and there's a couple different kinds of arms, and then they're attached to servos, and there's all the inner parts, and I got the eyes rolling. So on these videos, there is not actually a full, I don't have anything about the head, or some of the other parts, like the part that attaches the head and everything. Or some of the things that I have done more recently, including changing the arms. So the way, wait, I have things. So the arms here, so that's Nixie. Let me just get the hell out of sharing. Shall I go full screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the old arms were like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this tube that I had kind of carved down so that it would bend well enough, and I got 3D printed parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's fishing line that goes through here, and it makes the arms curl. The way that I've done this, these arms keep breaking, so I decided to switch up my method, and I got some corset boning, feather-like corset boning. So it's, if you don't know what this is, corsets have, in order to hold that fucking shape, they have really hard pieces of plastic, or I think back in the day it was actually whale boning and stuff, or whale bones, to keep the shape. Nowadays there's different flexibilities and strengths and stuff of plastic, and other kinds of materials. But yeah, so this is the thinnest one I could get, and it bends only in the one direction.
That's cool.
And so I could do this, and it curves, and it's pretty much about the same resistance as I get from the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not going to break as easily as the other one. This also means, though, that I have to replace all the arms.
Dope.
But that's okay. I printed out all the parts for it. I just have to finish putting it together and actually attaching all of them to the servos, the ones that are cable controlled, which I'm not going to show you all this. Look at the videos if you want to see this. But these ones move in all different directions.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones just kind of curl up and down. But they're all going to be attached to the servos inside so that they can all move and curl and stuff. And it's going to eventually sit on my shoulder.
Nice. How's it going to attach to your shoulder?
My current thought is to sew buttons onto whatever jacket that I have. So I'll have button, and have little loops or something coming down from Nixie, so that I can button it into the jacket.
I think we discovered the real reason for epaulets. Companion bots.
Companion bots. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, it's really not a bad idea. No, this is there are people, there's a small bunch of people who are making companion bots, and this is the perennial problem, is how the hell do you attach your bot in such a way that it doesn't fall and that it's reliable and stuff. So people have rigged up harnesses and Like you do it like a backpack, or like you have like suspender. It's a whole thing. So yeah, there's lots of options of how to do that. But yes, that is Nixie. I could mention. I'm going to mention the other. I'll point out the other things like with the suckers next week. So hopefully, I'll have those ready then.
Cool.
And so that's. I think that's all of my thing. Yeah. So yeah, Nixie is my underwater.
Nixie, like Nixie tube.
Yes. Also like Nixie, the it's a mythological creature. Oh. Yeah, like a water sprite type thing.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, that word does double duty. Like
double entendre.
Double entendre. We'll find you more info on Nixies. But if somebody else wants to go,
neat.
Or both of you, because you're both together.
Same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
So I guess I'll start, and then I'll let Todd carry on because he's a better storyteller than I am. I'd be like, yeah, we're doing this thing. It's cool. Like, anyway, you should know about it. Anyway, so Todd got me a Axie draw for my birthday in July, and it's been sitting on our dining room table, our dining area table. It's not separate room, but since then, and finally for Christmas, since we are at home for Christmas and we don't have any holiday decoration, so we're not usually home for Christmas. We decided to do platter stuff to help with the decorations, and there's this thing that people may know about called an advent calendar. Advent coming from the Roman word adventus, which means a coming or approach or arrival. And so we are super excited for the arrival of the end of this fucking year. So we're doing a month-long New Year's Eve Advent calendar. But because I like plants, we are still doing it in a Christmas tree sense. So this is one of the, we did a couple different versions of a tree. We decided we like this. Hold on, let me do this one.
I'm going full speed.
Yeah.
This is what the tree, one of the tree ideas. So we did a few different layouts. We decided we like the sort of like randomized pattern inside of an outline. And then, so I did a bunch of versions so we could decide what we liked.
Can you hold them up? Hold them closer so we can see the actual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's all these different parameters on when you convert a solid fill to a hatch fill. There's all the different parameters you can tell the pen to do. Like, should it pick up the pen and put it back down again, or should it try to create loops? And then, like, of course, you can choose like different colors, and like what's the spacing of the hatching. And so it's like there's what's represented on the computer screen, and there's what ends up actually drawn, and they can be very different. Like, you know, all of these essentially look the same in Inkscape. They're just like, you know, this sort of tree outline with a bunch of boxes punched into it.
I like
and then the variation is purely just from which pens you use and which kind of hatch fill algorithm is used by the print driver. And
so cool.
So I think actually.
So yeah, I went through a lot of different iterations to try to find something that looked kind of fun, but still had enough sort of boundaries for us to draw in. Because the idea is that like there's 31 of these, one for each day, and randomly we each have 15 of those days with one as like one we'll do together.
Hold on, let me interrupt you for 1 second. This is the tree that in the end of the options presented had like this one the best, and then he took it up a level by adding the dual marker. You want to talk about the dual marker process?
Oh yeah, so there's black and green. The black is with a like a 0.3 millimeter micron marker. You know, those technical markers, and then Carlin has these, what are these, Prismacolor
Yeah.
colored markers, and just drawing only the hatching part of the fill in green. I thought looked pretty cool. It's like so it's got a very high contrast outline with like a nice green sort of like fill almost, but not a full fill, just like a, what do we call that?
Mhm.
And so eventually, like we're kind of behind a little bit, but eventually each of those squares gets filled up with a little piece of art. I've got numbers 1 and 4 for the next few days. Carlin's got numbers 2 and 3, and so like kind of like I thought I was always thinking this is kind of sort of like a calendar, but Carlin's started calling them ornaments. I was like, oh yeah, it is ornaments on a tree, clearly. And so eventually we'll have little.
We'll fill it in.
I'll fill it in.
Should I show the videos that you have on your Twitter?
Oh yeah, they're really soothing.
They're
Yeah.
so cool.
They're really
I
cool.
was I tweeted at you and said this, but I swear I was just like, more.
Where's the tree going?
Here, wait. Here, let's see. Is that actually bigger now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the actual one that we're going to use.
And I recommend anyone listening to check this out with audio turned up on their own thing, because there's something very visceral of hearing it scritching on the paper and putting the pen down and lifting the pen up, and the sound of the servos. I don't know, it's very mechanical, but it's like, I don't know, it's very relaxing.
It is so great. Seriously, like we could just sit and watch this.
Axie Draw ASMR channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, but then should I show the this one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is reminding me. So maybe, Todd, we should do a video short of the.
Yeah, of everyone being drawn. We should photograph. We should video it at the kind of this scale.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Because part of the fun is seeing the what do you call it? The appearance of the shape.
Yeah, the arrival.
Yeah. Now you say a short. I say no. Make it a long. Show the whole thing.
We can do it slow-mo.
Film the whole thing. Want to see this?
We'll do 10,000 frames per second camera. Get a Phantom, and we'll record it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna stop because otherwise we're never gonna get out of that.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So I think we're tentatively at the moment we're both exploring a theme around the number. So my 2 that I've done, is about 2-ness. Like 3, 4. So we'll see how much the numbers are understandable from each picture or not. But it's kind of at the.
I figure some will be more literal than others. Yeah.
Tune is tuning.
Two.
We all did numbers today. It's the unofficial theme of the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
I want to share my screen also to sort of continue this a little bit here. If I can find the right thing to share. Here we go. Is that happening? There we go. All right. So
Yes.
So here's some of our experiments when we were playing with it. And one of the things to really note is that there's if you care about the start and stop, there's a little bit there can be a little bit of a delay when the pin first comes down, and if your pin bleeds, you'll see that. Which, if you're like me and as a nerd is like, well, robots should be perfect. Well, this isn't perfect.
Can you make it start doing that and have it like start moving before as it's going down?
There are some settings. There are some settings.
There are some settings, so I think maybe, but wow.
Yes, I once got it perfect.
Yeah.
Like one of the examples, I got it. So it sort of like the acceleration was such that it like did this.
Yeah.
Do you still have these scrap papers?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool.
One of the things I really like is that because this is a continuous medium, unlike screens, is that the moire patterns you get are very different. Like just these two or three simple lines across this spiral look so interesting compared to what you might see on a screen. And yeah, here's like a bigger version of the tree, so you can see like the green and black on top of each other, and how the hatch field kind of we've set it. Carlin has set it so that it like loops. There's these cool loops instead of doing start stop. And but also I wanted to show
it's also the difference. The part of the reason for that is the difference between like 5 minutes and 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. Like, also, I think it looks better. Like, do we have one where there's a start stop?
Did you? That's a start stop.
There was the hatch one, right?
Yeah, that's a start stop. No, not that one.
Yeah, if it's got the loops, it's usually.
The loop. I thought
was it the black one?
No, there it is.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, but here you see how there's the dots at as it dunk, and then it drags, then it lifts up, and so if you don't like that, the little like bell ends on the end of the
yeah, I think
line.
I think there are ways to minimize that we just don't have enough experience around like that pen with the perfect pen height with the right acceleration down, blah blah blah.
But also, I wanted to show off that Matt Pinner and Adele sent us a little flower pot with the crash space.
Me too. I forgot to say, except it's not a pot. It's a little gem of a crash face logo. I should buy
so inside, it's got Phil Win. And,
thank you.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So great.
And here's our cat. He's not dead. He's just sleeping. Anyway, all right. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, that's great.
Crash pot. Thank you, Matt. That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I got mine too. Oh, it's so. I'm like, ah! It's wonderful. I love it.
So good. So good.
Yeah. So thank you, Matt Pinner and Adele, for existing.
Yes.
Really, really great.
Really, I'll show mine next week.
A joyful arrival in the Kurt film.
It was hard to get good photos of it, but thankfully there's like some good light coming in through the window this evening. So
you need to be one with. I know it's got a really great texture. You gotta be like one.
Cool. You have to be able to feel it. It's a physical object that must
feel the crash.
Don't feel the crash with this. No crashing this. Really it is the appropriate amount of crash. No more crash.
My little baby, my precious little baby plants in it.
Yeah.
Precious baby plants.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're playing with plotters.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else. Like one of the things, if you start looking into this, you find out that people have been playing with plotters to do art since like the 70s.
Oh yeah.
And so there's like so many resources, and it's really hilarious to see all the different ways people have been doing this stuff.
Before I was gonna do painkillers for my thanks for existing. Actually, probably the real thanks for existing also is hashtag plotter Twitter. Which is hilarious and awesome, and it's a really great way to like find other plottery type people, and Evil Mad Science for making the Axie Draw, which is what we're using.
A super accessible way to get into this whole thing.
Yeah, it's great. Highly
It's
recommend.
really cool.
Can recommend.
I'm pulling up Twitter again. Because I lost. Oh,
Twitter will get you.
I fell down this hole so far. I was so late getting back to work.
Oh, metallic pins on a black.
Yeah. It's great. So, or maybe if you send us an SVG file, we might be able to help you out.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say the ones your scrap ones. I'm like, throw them out. I want to color.
Sweet.
It's I have to say also, as someone who has written things to handwrite SVG files, Inkscape's SVG files are super clean. Like,
yeah,
they're really nice, and so that's kind of cool. So thanks.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Inkscape, it's the sort of like open source version of Illustrator, which is kind of exactly what that sounds like. You know, it has all the benefits of open source and all the problems of open source graphical programs.
But their SVG files are on point.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
the plugin. I mean, that the hatch algorithm for the plugin. So you put in this solid image, and then it generates the hatch files for you, which is actually a really kind of tricky problem. And it's really
it seems similar to me as to the fill algorithm that 3D printers do when they're filling the like a surface with plastic.
Oh shit! I had other things to do tonight. I'm not doing anything else tonight. Oh my gosh! I was cursing them on I was cursing you on Twitter, being like, "Why? Why did you introduce this magic into my life?"
Yeah, that's me. I love these people that are using the really old school plotters that have the multiple pins where it can grab, like it's got like 8 or 16 pins and it can grab the different ones, and like, that seems kind of fun to do.
Yeah, I thought this post, I think that you just clicked on that one with the gone. There was so before I had a headache, I meant to write much more. That one, the 300 days with plotters. That's a really great article.
Yeah.
Oh, is this like watercolor with plotters?
You can do it.
I also have some colored pencils that I've tried out that are you use a colored pencil and then you can stroke it with water. I don't think that's what they're doing, I think, but I thought that was also.
Oh yeah, watercolor pencils are great. So are watercolor crayons. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I thought this was a really helpful article. Look at that, there's an eye in there, like hidden.
Yeah, I know. Look at the eye. Ah. Oh my gosh. This is the rest of the stream is just listening to Barb make weird noises as she drools at things. Oh, cool!
So I'm really excited to use Rune.js and P5.js to do some SVG generation later in the month.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah, mostly our first week with the AxiDraw has been fighting with Inkscape because
learning our tool chain process.
Yes, learning the workflow, and just like at least for me, getting used to actually doing stuff with paper and writing implements, which is a space that I've really not been part of for years, for decades.
No, there's a real threat to knowing that we could fuck up the tree.
Oh yeah.
Day 31, like.
Oh, you messed it up.
Yeah.
Your offset was wrong.
Yeah. So it's neat. It's neat. It's a different process.
Pens and paper are cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
And add machines to it and just like.
Okay, well, I'm glad, Barb, that we have found something that
I know. This is the rest of my day. Sorry, let me turn this off.
Okay. Okay. No, we were gonna write a much longer blog post until I got a little wonky, but for next week we'll have more to say. We do have on the blog post, we wrote 2 different ways to pick what numbers we were going to have on the day, 2 different gists. Todd, I don't know if you want to pull those
Using
up.
Python.
Using Python. So we couldn't just alternate days because then someone would have all odd days and someone would have all even days, and that seems like not fair. And And
Carlin started asking, is like, oh, can we like write a processing program to do this or something? And I'm like, I bet we could do it in one line in Python. And it's not one line of Python. It's a small number of lines of Python.
I'm still disappointed you didn't start with Perl. We could do it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my Perl knowledge has been leaking out slowly for the last decade, so it's almost entirely gone.
In the end, Todd and I took 2 different approaches to our Python scripts, and they are there in the blog post, links to those gists. And then, but what we did discover is we still needed to do some hand editing, because I think there was one week where like one of us had like 4 days in a row, and that was kind of intense.
Yeah, the smarter algorithm would have minimized runs.
We did not put that in the algorithm, like not rate limit the runs.
This seems overly complicated, but I'm also the one who, with my coworkers, wrote a lunch bot to help us choose where to go for lunch each day because we couldn't decide. And that was written in Perl.
Yeah.
Twitter.
We've lost Barb.
Yeah,
I'm not even looking at it right now. I'm just thinking about
it. just think, Barb, that 3D printer behind you could just tape a Sharpie to it, and suddenly you've got a plotter.
We were talking about this. Yeah, we were talking about this on Wednesday, because we talk on Wednesday. But yeah, about like, okay, how could you turn that?
Yeah, it would make a fine plotter.
Yeah, I'm in a Delta plotter.
Ooh.
Delta, you know how there are the Delta Arm 3D printers? The Delta Arm plotter.
This one.
Oh, you got one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've got the Delta Mini. Delta Mini.
Yeah.
Mini Delta. That thing.
That'd be perfect for good gift cards.
So like, because think of the swooping that you could do.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be kind of neat.
Shall I add this to my blog post of ideas that I'll never actually do?
I love it. Sure.
I have one. It's like there's too many. I can remove things from it if I do, but
I understand. I think earlier today I was like, oh, another project for 2021 that I'll never do. Todd, what about this? So I'm like, I'm very aware of my ability to.
Oh yes.
Similar. We're all.
Oh, you mean to-do.txt?
Yeah. This is a common thing. But one of the nice things about doing this is, actually, motivation to do some of the things in that spot.
We do some of the ideas we have.
Yeah, I think mine was like, okay, I am not going to have. I'm like, okay, let me put this out. These are like this. I told, like, seriously, there's a blog post. It's like, here's things that I'm not going to have time to do. If somebody else does it, tell me, because I want to see it, but it needs to exist in the world.
That's awesome.
So, what was this? Oh, I'm working on this kind of.
Hey, you can check something off your list.
Oh, well, not yet. It's not done yet. Wait, what was the other one? Oh, a playable keyboard flap messenger bag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Where, like, the flap is just a keyboard,
Yeah.
On that. This was like an extension on my marriage. I don't know why we're talking about this. Oh, but look, it's our finger puppet noir video.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I might actually do that. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's.
That's a companion, Robert.
I recently learned that someone has done something that I really wanted. I'm pretty excited about it. There's a note-taking app that's just started. Should I share the screen, or should I?
Yeah, sure. We can put link in the chat too for folks.
There's a I was talking with some folks about alternatives to Evernote type thing, note-taking apps, and someone mentioned this one. Let me share the screen.
I need that.
I know, right. So one of the things that I really like about this, I don't know if no one remembers my 2018 journal project where I was using, text files to generate sort of bullet journals. And so what's nice about this is it's open source. You can go poke around our GitHub repo, and you just make markup files. And so your markup files are yours forever on your computer, and it just sort of like is a markup file, like a really super fancy markup file viewer that does things like a graph view of all of your things. It's just a really powerful. It sounds so lame when you put it like it's a markup file viewer. It's pretty.
Scroll down.
Hardcore.
Are we looking at anything else that you're looking at?
Scroll down.
All we see is the Obsidian site.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong browser.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, I had it open in.
I pulled it up in a browser, and I'm like, there's so much more to look at. Go down the screen.
Yeah. No. So it's a markup. I mean, in its most simple form, it's like a markup text viewer. But because it's just markup, markup viewer, it's all those files live. It's not some proprietary format in a cloud somewhere that you never get to see or use, and so. They've done a lot of work and thinking about it really well. They are, if you go to their GitHub repository, it's all available to look at, different examples. And there's in a sample plugin, I think that the API is still under work, but they sort of plan to let people to be able to build plugins for it. They like have a plugin architecture. It's JavaScript, which I'm like, fine, whatever. Not my favorite language, but I will do it. But one of the nice things, because it's just a folder full of markup files, if you wanted to write something and something else to do something, you could.
Current list of official plugins.
Yeah, so I think it's really a really cool project. Just found out about it today. Looking forward to learning more.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It is cool. Not as cool as this, though. No, it's
all right. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Are we done? Yeah, I think that's most of it. Wait, a little more platter Twitter.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
3D platter. It's basically a spirograph there.
It is.
That's a spirograph. Oh, this one's cool because then there's the leaf. It's a leaf and then it's not a leaf. I'm causing Carlin to break right now.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
But wait, it's almost there. Wait. You guys have no control. I have the off button here. Wait, we're getting to the leaf. Wait for it. There you go. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining us, folks.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.